guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you guys have never been here before. What's up? Hi, hello there. Hi, I'm Alyssa Irene and I'm blind. So weird to say. Visually impaired, I'm blind, whatever you want to call it. So speaking of just like being blind, today I wanted to make a video just talking about some of the cons about being blind. Like the things that suck about being blind. Here's just my little disclaimer is I'm kind of like poking fun at the things that people would think would suck about being blind. And though sometimes they do suck and they do have an effect on like my everyday life, I can get some kind of laugh at it. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form like making fun of anybody that's like me and has a visual impairment or anything like that, not even people who are blind. This is just me kind of making light of the whole situation. A lot of these I find funny, like in some way, shape, or form I've laughed or made a joke about some of the things that I've done that I'm about to tell you guys. That's just my disclaimer. Just thought I'd throw that out there because sometimes you never know. So let's go ahead and talk about the top 10 things. 10? Yeah, the top 10 things that suck about being blind. So in this video, I kind of used the term blind very loosely. My parents and like everyone around me, they're like, oh, my blind friend Alyssa, because I'm legally blind and my eyeballs don't work that well. So for me, I have Stargardt's disease, and basically that just affects your central vision. I have no central vision. I have a blind spot in the center of my eye, and this disease that I have actually affects my visual detail, like my detail to vision. Anything that you can see 200 feet away, I have to see 20 feet in front of me. So I am like 100 times more blind than the average person, basically. So the number one thing that sucks about being blind and having a visual impairment is I can't see faces. So if I'm out at the mall somewhere and someone's trying to wave at me or someone's coming up to talk to me, I can't do that. I literally cannot see faces. Now I can see like bodies and people moving, but I can't tell you what the person on the other side of the mall, what color their hair is. I can't see their blue bag. I can't see what their shirt says, but seeing faces is a huge one. I've waved at strangers before. I don't know. I've had people come up to me and they're like, Alyssa, I tried waving at you and you didn't wave back at me. It's not that I'm being mean. It's just that I literally can't see who you are. Number two is kind of embarrassing, and I've had to deal with this every time I've gone out in public, and this is actually going to the bathroom. So not like the actual act of like going to the bathroom, like I can do that just fine, but finding the restroom is super hard for me. I'll have someone lead me to where the bathrooms are. So like the men's bathroom or the women's and the family, like when I know where my zone is, I have to get kind of close to the sign to see what it is. And there's been times where I've, turned and I've looked to my left. I'll just look to my left and they'll be like, oh, it's the men's sign. Turn and I go into the women's. There's been times where I go to find the bathroom and I'll be like right in front of the men's and I'm like, okay, it's not the women's, it's not my area. I'll have someone either walking out of the men's bathroom as I'm turning to go to the women's, or someone's right behind me and they're wondering why I'm looking at both of the signs. But it's just so awkward. It's embarrassing, like it kind of sucks. So this next one really sucks, but it's also different for a lot of people. So in my case, I can't drive. I did have the option to drive, and let me tell you, everyone nagged me about driving for so long, and it was just annoying. I can't say it in like a nicer way. It was just so annoying. I know everyone looks at me and is like, 20-year-old Alyssa, why can't you drive? It's because I can't. Where my vision is at now, I am definitely not comfortable putting myself on the road or other people's lives, so I can't drive. And that really sucks, and it took a long time. Like this could actually get like really depressing. Insert like depressing music here because I can't drive. But no, I've actually gotten over it and I don't feel as bad anymore. I can barely see where the bathrooms are. I don't think I should have myself out on the road like driving. I can't drive, but that doesn't mean I haven't driven before, so we're not gonna talk about that. So I love food. The one thing that sucks when you can't see like anything is being in like a low lit restaurant. Okay, the mood is right, but for like my eyeballs, it's terrible, and I can't read a menu to like save my life. If at all possible, before I go somewhere, I always see if I can find the menu online and like look up what sounds good and look up the pricings and stuff like that. And that's literally how I read a menu, because at a restaurant, I can't read a menu. Like no way. Not even when you go to like a burger place and you need to stand there in line and look at the menu above, like I can't do that. So then the cashier's just staring at me like, why can't this girl look for herself? All the places I regularly go to, I've memorized the menu or like what number my kind of meal is. So that's just one thing. So I have a visual impairment, and to a lot of people I look normal. So people who are blind or have different visual impairments, they probably have physical features or outside factors that kind of indicate to people like, oh, that person has, you know, like vision problems, whether it's having a cane, which I have. I don't really use it because I don't need it that much. I don't have glossy eyes. My eyes don't shake. Just like the different indicators. So a lot of people don't think I look the part. When I try to explain to people, even when I need help or something, they don't believe me. And it's like, oh my God, it's the whole like you don't look the part thing. So that really, really sucks and bothers me. And I'm like, okay, like what am I supposed to look like? You want me to like whip my cane out in front of you? I feel like I have so much to prove to people, but at the same time I don't. So next one that I'm about to talk to you guys about, I just had to do, literally just for filming this video. I had to plug in my lights. And that was really, really hard. It's really, really hard. It's so hard for me to see outlets. I can barely see the prongs on something to plug in as it is. So I had to just like hold it and just like hope that I put it in the outlet correctly without shocking myself. So plugging stuff in for me is so hard. It's just a true story though. So the next thing that sucks about having a visual impairment or being blind or whatever I'm saying is not being able to see stuff like at the store. Here's like story time. The other day, this actually happened to me. I went to Victoria's Secret. This normally happens to me when I'm kind of in a hurry and I need to just like get in and out and I need to be somewhere. And I think we wanted to go back home because we needed to feed the dogs and we went to Victoria's Secret. Having their semi-annual sale, I love to shop. A girl needs girl things. In the store with Joel and he's just kind of on his phone and I'm just like looking and then I passed this bin that's like full of like tons of perfume, 65% off. And I was like, okay, like this is fine. I'll just get one and we can go. Well, there's this box and it was hefty, it was big. It was my mistake for obviously not opening the box and seeing what was in it. Actually, I couldn't open the box because it was like wrapped. You know what I'm saying? So I had Joel read to me what it was and he just said Victoria's Secret teas. So I was like, it's in this pit of like body sprays and perfumes and I was like, it's probably a perfume. I got home, I opened the box and it wasn't perfume. It was Victoria's Secret teas, like that was the smell, but it was fragrance lotion, like $30 fragrance lotion. Now I didn't pay $30 for this. And then I looked on the carton, like the box, and it said like something, body cream, something like super small that I don't even think Joel could see. And I was like, wow, like I literally thought this was perfume and I bought the wrong thing. So that's one thing that really, really sucks. And like one of the reasons I hate shopping. This could be a separate number, but I mix up numbers all the time. So like 6s and 8s look the same to me. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell if something's like a 4 or a 9. A really hard time seeing like decimals. That's just like little things that like suck. And I have to like whip out my magnifier and I feel like I'm taking forever just to see the price of something. Other thing that sucks about being blind is when I tell somebody that I'm blind or I explain to someone I'm blind or they know I'm blind and they just start waving the fingers in my face. So it's like, how many fingers am I holding up? Like, how many is this? How many is that? Everyone does it to me all the time and that is just, it's so annoying. Another thing that really sucks when you have a visual impairment is when you drop something on the floor. Now, in me and Joel's new house, we have like linoleum floor in our kitchen and then we have like carpet throughout the house except for the bathroom and the kitchen. I'm sure this is like a struggle for people who are like normally sighted, but when I drop something on the floor, it could be something that's not even that small. It could be tweezers or maybe I dropped like a lid to something or I don't know. I've dropped a lot of things before and I am literally on the ground hoping I don't get stabbed with something because I can't see. Like I literally look like Velma trying to find her glasses. Like that's what I look like when I drop something on the ground and I'm like, oh crap, and then I need to look for it. I'm just like rubbing the floor with my hand. 9 times out of 10, I never really find it. And when I do find it, it's because I'm actually not looking for it. I just end up finding it maybe like 10 days later or something. Is that 10? I think that was 10 things. So that was the 10 things that suck about being blind. I'll probably do like a part 2 and do the pros of being blind because some of you guys probably think there's not any pros, but joke's on you because there are plenty of pros to being blind, honestly. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos. I do have a blog. I'll put the link for my blog down below. I'll also put all my social media and stuff down there too as well. Follow me on there if you guys want to get like updates on what I'm posting or what I'm posting about. I post polls and stuff too as well. And hopefully you could find some humor out of this. I know I find humor in all these things that I talked about. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, bye guys. My neighbors always park in front of my mailbox and it's just like so annoying. Blah, 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 blah. I can't talk.